People who are diagnosed with young onset dementia typically lose their job and their significant other before they get a diagnosis. And we were almost that statistic. By the time Mark started showing symptoms, I had worked with older adults or people living with dementia for over 40 years. I love the people living with dementia. I love working with them. I loved working with their families. I've always said my favorite people to work with were the people living with dementia, so lucky for Mark, he got dementia. We decided that we were going to live together with Tracy and her family. So our oldest daughter and her 2 sons and her husband. Well, there weren't really any houses that were designed for 2 separate families. So we had this house built to house the 2 families. I knew the earlier we did it, the easier it would for him to be accustomed to it. One day I was real sad and we took a drive and Mark said, well, if there's something I could do to make it better, what would it be? And I was crying and I said, well, I want our old house back or something. And I think what I really meant is I wanted our old life back. You know, it was just one of those times. And I remember we're driving down the road, he took my hand and he said, but honey, I had to do this to make sure you were taken care of. And it hit me for the first time that he was doing this for me so that I was taken care of when he could no longer take care of me. So we built this house and it's brought us, because our family's here, that's what's brought us the joy. Since I work from home, I knew I needed an office with a window so I could spy all day on what Mark was doing. And then in the bathroom, we have the long counter, because if everything is lined up for Mark for his morning routine and he sees it all, he can just do it all independently. And we put in a pantry. When you open it, you can see, now that can be overwhelming to people living with dementia, but it reduces the opening of cupboards and looking like what's behind that cupboard. But the double doors have proven to be the best thing we did. So between our daughter's living room and our living room, we have double doors. And so if I leave and Mark needs to be supervised, I can open those doors and he doesn't have to go to their side. They don't have to come here. It's just kind of like one big room. But when we have family parties, which we like to have, we get pretty noisy. So Mark can come over here, close those doors, and have a little private, quiet space. Mark and I will be married, how many years?
Don't ask me.
We'll be 49 years this year. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Just like everything else in marriage, there are challenges. Mark's world, our world, has gotten smaller. But I want to tell you that smaller is not a bad thing. Direct care workers come in and support this person, but this person too. And if this person doesn't have the support and they're exhausted, if I'm totally burned out, I'm not going to be the best that I could be or the nicest to him. And so it is a huge quality of life issue for this person and then the rest of this family too. So these people who provide support in your home or in assisted living, nursing homes, wherever, are freaking amazing, you know? And I just want to say there are a lot of great direct care workers in the world. There are a lot of great people in this world. We tend to look at the negativity, we see the news and all that sort of thing, but let's take a minute and pause and appreciate what people are doing on these individual relationships and impacting our lives and other people like us, right?
Yep.
Pretty amazing people. We have a pretty freaking good life.
Yeah.
I'm happy in this house. I'm happy being close to my family. So I think just being with my family is about the most important thing.
That's right.
So that's our story, and we're sticking to it.